I'm just here to do my job.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today we're gonna have a little nurse talk. So we're gonna talk about how to know if nursing is right for you. I'm mainly talking about LPN because I'm not an RN, I'm an LPN, and I don't really know much about RN. I mean, I know a little bit, but I'm not an RN. So therefore, one of the things, this is how you know if nursing is right for you. Maybe you want to advance your career, but you don't want to be in school for the next 2 to 3 years. Go sign up and get your LPN. LPN programs, 11 to 15 months. 15 months is the longest that I've seen an LPN program. And so 11 to 15 months, really 1 year of your life to advance your career, start making that money. Also, I like LPN too because like with college, like with my biology degree, you take a lot of classes that aren't like strictly towards what you're about to do, like my calculus that I got to take this summer. But anyways, with LPN, a lot of classes are strictly geared towards exactly what you're going to school for. So you don't have to take a bunch of extra classes. Like for my program, you had to either take an English or you got to sit for an English placement test, which said that you were proficient enough to be in a program. So if you can pass that placement test, you don't got to worry about taking English. English was not part of my program. So that's one of the good things. Like the classes that I had was anatomy and physiology, which you need to know all about the body being a nurse. So that's appropriate. Pharmacology, which taught us all about so many different medications and dosage calculations. So that was tailored towards LPN. That was, it actually made me feel good being in an LPN program because I got to learn about stuff that I knew I was going to actually use versus geometry, where you just sitting in, or for example, my chemistry class that I'm just sitting in like, I'm probably never going to use this stuff again. So the good news is you don't got to take all those extra courses. Get your 11 months, get them classes done, get out of there, take your NCLEX, and bam, you a nurse. Another one is that LPN can be a stepping stone for career. So say that you're already a CNA. First off, a lot of programs require you to either be a CNA already to become an LPN, or it requires you to, they'll put you through like a CNA portion. So my school put me through a CNA portion, but I was already CNA, so I didn't have to go. So it's a stepping stone for other careers. If you think that you want to become an RN, but you're not sure, you can take the 11 months, become an LPN. You're right underneath the RN, so you can get the gist of what it would be like being a nurse anyways, and see if you want to advance your career. I know a lot of LPNs that say like, I'm good right here. I wanted to be an RN, but this was a shorter program. Let me get right in. I see what the life as an RN can offer me, and I'm good right where I am, and that's perfectly fine. Some people love being LPNs and they want to stay exactly where they are. For me, I don't want to be an RN, but I do want to further my career. I just don't want to become an RN. And a lot of people ask me why, and that's a video we could talk about later because we're not here to do all that right now. We're here to talk about if nursing is right for you. So another one is that a lot of LPN programs can be free. If you are underneath like a certain poverty line or something like that, you can actually get your program paid for free. And where I live at in Illinois, unemployment pays for your program. If you start the program and you were making good money, like sufficient money, and they say like, hey, we're not going to pay for it, in like 2 to 3 months, you can go reapply. And then they'll say, you don't make no money because you don't go to work because you in school Monday through Friday. Like, so then they'll end up paying for it. So a lot of programs can be free. And when you're going to school for LPN, when you're going to school for anything, if you have kids and stuff like that, like it's a lot of free stuff. I got a friend that don't even have no kids and she got a food stamp card. So it's a lot of ways you can maneuver when you're going to school, but specifically nursing. My program was around like $15,000. The state of Illinois paid for my program in full. So, hey, that's a blessing to me. So now that I'm furthering my career, at least I don't have, those student loans or whatever from the program because my program was paid for free. And nursing can be right for you or cannot be right for you if you're not a fan of taking care of people. So a lot of people get into nursing for the money, and I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're doing nursing or thinking in your mind, I want to do it strictly for the money, it's not for you. Nursing, you have to have a compassionate heart. You really have to love people and love doing for people. And so even when the family members is cussing you out, you gotta be like, I'm doing this for your mom. But anyways, you got to have a compassionate heart. And I've seen a lot of things when it comes to blood, vomiting, bowel, stool, all type of stuff. And you actually have to have a strong stomach and a strong heart for it. You got to remember in your mind, like, if this person can do for themselves, then I wouldn't have to do this. And so it does take a strong person, a strong mind, and Therefore, if you cannot deal with blood and vomit and stuff like that, it's probably not for you, because as a nurse, you're gonna have to deal with all of that. And it's really no way. Only way you can become a nurse and not deal with that is maybe possibly working in like a clinic, or like, I can't even say a school, because even if you worked in a school, yeah, it's just not for you. Or if shots, stuff like that bother you, then it's probably not for you. Maybe a different field. And I'm not going to say don't try, but I know for me, a stepping stone that helped me was becoming a CNA. I really got to see the field and know what was out there before I became an LPN. And so that's why I became an LPN, because I was already working, and I was already working in healthcare, and it was something that I wanted to do to further my career for me and my baby before I actually went off to a university and did something bigger than what I'm doing now. Nursing is right for you if you like to make money. Nursing is right for you if you like to make money, but just know that nurses can work long hours. A lot of nurses, nurses have opportunities to work 8-hour shifts, but I just read, my sister's going to Chamberlain University to get her RN, and I was helping her with her homework, because that's just what we do. And one of the questions said, like, nurses work really long hours. A 12-hour shift is the average for a nursing shift. And like, me and her was like, no, I mean, because we kind of do what we want, work 8s or 12s. And come to find out, the average for a nursing shift is 12 hours. So most nurses work 12-hour shifts, if not more. And a lot of nurses that I know work a lot more, but they do that because they choose to. A lot of nurses work 16s, but that's because they like the money. So once you start making that money, you got that nurse mentality, you know that you can go get whatever you want. All you got to do is pick up a few hours, then it's just out there. And so I think that that's all I would have to say. Those are just some things that you can think about on how, if nursing is for you. A lot of those things to me were good things on how to know if nursing is for you, but LPN to be specific. But I know a lot of people, they want to do it for the money, and it's not strictly about the money. Schooling is hard, and if you're going to do it for the money, you're probably not even going to make it through school, because starting out, when I first started, there's other jobs that made the same amount of money as me that didn't take the vigorous school that I had to go through starting out. But let me be honest with you, they might still be at that pay rate, and I'm way beyond that because I'm 4 years in. I'm going on my 4th year. How about that? But so if you do it for the money, though, it's not for you. So and actually, us healthcare workers, nurses, CNAs, EMTs, we would like for people not to jump into this field for money, just because it makes a lot of our jobs harder. And it's sad when you see people that are only doing it for the money, because you don't actually care. You're just there, do what you got to do, get out of it. Like, you don't care about the patients and the residents, and that's not fair. And so, you guys got any questions, anything else y'all want me to talk about? This was one of the things that I was asked, like, how do you know that nursing is for you? I love taking care of people. I love making people happy. I love taking care of other people, family members, and being there for them when they can't be there. And therefore, nursing is for me. I am going to move on from becoming a nurse, and my plan is to be a physician assistant, but I still will be there to take care of people. Therefore, I love my career. All right. I'll see you guys next time.